When I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I thought medication would be simple. You take a pill, it helps, end of story. Well, 15 years later, and I know it's anything but. This is my 15-year Parkinson medication timeline. The lessons I've learned and how my dosing schedule's changed. And at the very end, you've been asking for it, so I'll share it. My exact updated medication regime today.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. If you're new here, I'm Bryce, and this is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. And a big welcome to all my inner circle and longtime subscribers. You already know you're the heartbeat of this community. This isn't a channel. This isn't a podcast. This is a community, and I'm so grateful for you. So here on this channel, this community, I share the real life side of Parkinson's, the raw, the funny, the frustrating, and the hacks that actually help. So if that's the kind of support you're looking for, hit the subscribe button. And you know what? You don't have to do Parkinson's alone anymore. Okay, let's rewind back to year one of my diagnosis, some 15 years ago. My first script was one 100 by 25 Levodopa cardopa pill every 4 hours. That was it. And I'll be honest, I thought, hey, simple. This will fix me. It's all good. But right away, I started learning some really hard lessons. And I'm going to share those with you now. So the first lesson, medication changes take time. You see, I expected results overnight. And when it didn't happen, I got really frustrated. What I didn't know then is that Parkinson's medication is more like tuning a guitar. You can't tune it all at once and expect it to stay perfect forever. It's an ongoing process. I remember once sitting there, I was frustrated out of my mind. I was telling Carmen, these pills must be sugar because it's not doing a thing. She laughed and I think she said, like, well, at least it's not calories. Well, okay. If you've ever had that same impatience, or is it just me? I hope it's not just me. If you've had that, hit the like button right now so that I know I'm not alone here, please. Okay, let's go into lesson number 2 because this one, lesson 2, hit me a few years in. And here it is. What works in year 1 is not going to work in year 5. Parkinson's is progressive, and your treatment plan has to progress with it. For me, it meant adding new meds, changing doses, changing my times, and rethinking how I manage my day. And I want to pause here and ask you something. If you've been diagnosed, what was your very first Parkinson's script? Mine was one pill every 4 hours. Yours? Or if you're a care partner, what was your loved one's first prescribed? Drop it in the comments below because you know what? I read every single one, and I think it would be amazing to see the range of experiences that we've all had in this community. Okay, lesson number 3. Timing is everything. I can't stress this enough. Meds on time, every time. It's not just what you take, it's when you take it. I learned that the hard way. If I eat a big protein meal right when I needed my meds to kick in, I was done for the next few hours. So again, look back my other videos. I tell you, I don't plan my meds around my meals or my meals around my meds. I literally just, if I know I'm having high protein, I'll add a half a pill or take half a pill before or after so it makes sense and it works for me. Now, one little slip and the whole day can spiral though. It really can. That's how much food, that's how much protein can do. One slip, the whole day's gone. So one time, I'll tell you the story. One time, I thought I could just cheat, right? And I thought I could have all this protein, a big, giant steak. I didn't have any extra meds. I was right before a dose, and it was early on. And let's just say the steak won, and I didn't move much for the rest of the night. That happens. And if that resonates with you, take a second and subscribe right now because I share a lot more of these hard-earned lessons every week. And that brings me up to lesson number 4. Side effects are real, but they're manageable. At one point, I was thinking, is this medication actually helping me or is it making me worse? I dealt with nausea, sleeplessness, and even some impulse control issues along the way. And you know what? Being open with my doctor and not hiding those side effects was a game changer for me. We tweaked, we adjusted, and we worked together. I still remember waking up one morning after an adjustment, and I was telling Carmen, I said, I think I just I think I just dreamt that I bought a boat. And she said, please tell me that's not a side effect. Luckily, it was just a dream. She was worried I went out and actually bought a boat. If you've ever had a side effect surprise, let me know in the comments, because I think that's something most of us aren't warned about too early enough as well. And I have bought some things. I've bought some things. Anyway, those are some of the really big lessons that I picked up along the way. Now, let's talk about how my medication journey actually unfolded. Okay, the year one, like I said, started out one levodopa uh, every 4 hours. And those are the 100 by 25s. Okay. And that kept me going for a while. But within that second year ish, it wasn't cutting it anymore. And that's when my doctor added Pramipexole. At first, it was just a half a milligram taken with my first 3 doses of levodopa. And later on, actually, I think it was like last year, we bumped it up to 1 milligram. And that's where I am as of today. And before I share where things are today, let me give you the science in a nutshell. Okay. Dopamine doesn't just control movement, right? It also plays a role in how the brain processes pain, timing, even focus. And when your dopamine is low, it's like someone turned up the difficulty dial on everything. Add in stress, poor sleep, or even meals being heavy in protein, and it can crank the dial even higher. And that's why timing, side effect management, and even things like adaptive tools are so important. They're not just tricks, they're a way of lowering the load on a system that's already overworked. And yeah, another thing too, though, the cost of all these meds, they can add up. And that's something I wish I'd been warned about early on, because for many of us, the insurance and affordability are a part of the struggle too. And if you run into that, I get it, and you're not alone. Okay, here's the part I teased about in the beginning, my 2025 update. Okay. So today my schedule looks like this: 3 levodopa cardopa, 100 by 25, every 2 hours and 45 minutes. Start the minute I wake up, and I keep going every 2 hours and 45 minutes until I go to sleep. Okay. Pramipexole, I take 1 milligram on my first 3 doses of levodopa of the day. So 3 Pramipexole, 1 milligrams a day on my very first 3 doses. I've also now added in a slow release levodopa cardopa, the 200 by 50 pill at night before bed. And I judge that one based on where my pills are at. If I've just taken my medication or just about taking my medication and I'm falling asleep, I take one. I take my 3 levodopa cardopa, my regular, it's the regular yellows, right? I call them regular yellows. And I add in one of the slow release. If I'm halfway through since my last dose, over an hour into my last dose, then I take two and I go to sleep, or I try to sleep anyway. And without that one or two at night, I would wake up stiff and miserable every day. And with it now, I can at least get through the night. That's the cocktail that's working for me right now. And it's working well. So if you take anything away from this, let it be this: Parkinson's medication is not a one and done. It's a moving target, and it requires patience, it requires flexibility, and it requires a willingness to keep learning. And if you made it this far, here is today's Bryce-ism. With Parkinson's, the disease is progressive. So your medication and your treatment plan have to progress with it. Now, I want to hear from you. What's been the biggest surprise in your medication journey? Was it your first script, a side effect you didn't expect, or how much timing really matters? Drop it in the comments right now. Your story could help somebody else figure out their next step. And if you want to go deeper, if you really want to actually troubleshoot this stuff with people who live it every day, check out the Inner Circle. You know what? We meet live every month, and we keep the conversation going daily. And it's become one of the best parts of my Parkinson's journey. And the link is in the description below. And remember, it's a private community, so we can talk meds in there. So if you want to come on in, come join the community. It's that simple. Links in the description below. And that's my 15-year Parkinson medication timeline. From one pill every 4 hours to adding in Pramipexole to today's updated schedule of those 3 pills every 2 hours and 45 minutes, plus that nighttime slow release. And it's been a trial and error. It's been frustrating, but it's also given me hope and control back. And if you're in a spot in your life right now where you don't know if your medication's really working, if your medication's not making it all the way to your next dose, if you're feeling off more than you're feeling on, if you're not feeling well with them, then I'm going to tell you right now, you do not have to live that way. Phone your doctor, call your doctor right now and get in and see them and tell them exactly what's going on and tell them you want to either increase or decrease or change your timing or whatever it might be. Take control of your healthcare journey. Take control of your health today. We can. Okay. You're in control of you. That's the bottom line. And until next time, really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe. Please like this video. And you know what? Please share it. I know these podcasts are being shared in support groups all around the world right now. And so if you know a support group that might need help, or if you know somebody that might need to hear this, share it with them. And I really appreciate you. I love you. And until next time, keep showing up, keep being real, and you keep doing life today.